And that's why we're live. Some of you guys know I go live every month for the birthday month. I'm double checking in my mind. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely Aries season. So happy birthday, Aries. Happy equinox to all you wonderful lovers out there. And yes, there's a Patreon account. You can check Patreon for ad-free first access. So for these, for the next 12 signs or whatever, or 11 signs, I will be broadcasting live for patrons. And then they get little juicy insights, intuitive shares. You can join for $5 a month or 22. The difference is that the higher top tier patrons get like special discounts with one-to-one services. And don't forget to check out, anyway, don't forget to check out the vibratories of the All to Love store, where we team up with T-Mel, and it's all sustainable, super in alignment with the brand. And we've got the love. Some of you guys have seen me wear this. Also, thank you guys for your purchases. I do see. It's just me behind the screen, you know, checking things and whatnot. So this one, this is the bestseller. We've actually scaled back the shop and are just focusing on the bestsellers. And there's the love loungers in the girls, the boys. It never really took off. Sometimes I think love is a little bit more of a feminine thing, but I still think it's fantastic. Anyway, check out the shop, and if you're still here with me, please like it and subscribe and share and follow. I super dupes appreciate your support for me to keep showing up. This is an amazing community. The friends that I've made over the years broadcasting on the internet have been like soul family, and people who really, really like supported me through challenging times. So these connections are very, very real. So anyway, my intention with tarot is divine guidance and loving clarity. Hey, Jill. And I always like to remind you and remind clients, you're your own master. The cards have no power over you. I certainly have no power over you. The cards are just gateways to divine guidance and loving clarity. That's my intention. So we're going to get into it for Aries. This is looking at your month of April 2024, divine guidance and loving clarity. Aries, right away, I look over, I look down, and I see the Empress energy. It's your birthday season. And I often know I have Aries Sun and Mercury, so I often know that pre-approach, so now, and just approaching the equinox, we might have been feeling a bit of a downturn or a little bit of a moody blues. I sometimes would put it to like having had a few experiences in youth where I thought people forgot my birthday. Or I don't know, just this like feeling of sadness around the birthday for some reason. And yeah, I still sometimes get that building up. So it's a bit of a downturn before the energies are going to be really lifting off. Empress energy is a very creative card. It's an abundant energy. To me, Emperor and Empress are like almost like the highest order. Like we have truly risen, you know, we have evolved beyond the nobility. So no longer are we just a king or a queen, we're an emperor. And again, I kind of see it like we're not just in dominion of like a kingdom, we own the universe. Like the emperor and empress are sort of that next level of integrated wisdom, or very, very powerful creators. So Aries, divine guidance and loving clarity. Y'all take what resonates, leave the rest. Give yourself a high five, give yourself a hug. Divine guidance and loving clarity for all my wonderful Aries energies. Anybody who resonates with Aries, the messages that you're meant to get, the divine guidance and loving clarity for my Aries lovers. Wowzers, very clear right away. There's a message here. There's a decision you need to be made, probably around love. The Six of Swords is giving me a sense with these double twos. I'm getting a sense of, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? It might not be in the end of a relationship. It might be that you've been given an opportunity where you're being asked to move, or you're being asked to go like a little bit further afield. It could be about like a child as well. I don't want to leave this child. I don't feel like I could go so far away from this younger Page of Wands. I do get a sense this Page of Wands probably isn't very happy about the potential of this move. Children often aren't. They're it's not usually the same for kids. Like, you know, we want that safety and stability probably more than moving around. So and the six, so far this Six of Sword reverse is in fact, that's what I'm getting, that feeling of like, do I stay, do I go, do I move towards it, or do I not? A little bit unsure. Definitely with that Two of Swords, it doesn't look like any firm decisions been made just yet. Let's get some more cards here. Divine guidance and living clarity. This is for Aries. And this is the energy that's actually been coming through a fair bit around, I guess it's like our increased capacity to hold space for ourselves, to not feel pressured, to not feel like, new beginning, I have to move towards it, or like somebody's dangling something shiny in front of my face, and so I better go after it. There's something here about like, just wait. And I think our devices, I think the technology and various things of our world have made us probably more impatient. Somebody was talking actually about business and doing like, not cold calling, but cold emailing, I guess, like sending out loads of emails and then getting a reply about like, hey, yeah, I'd love to get your sales price or whatever. And that sense of like, we're meant to have all the information yesterday, and we're meant to like be able to reply within seconds to all, you know. And I kind of reminded around, no, people are busy. People, you know, as in most of us are not, and or we got to check ourselves so that we don't wreck ourselves when it comes to like expecting a reply. Sometimes I think to myself, even within a day, when did that become a thing? Or even 20, 40. It's one thing, I think, in the business world to let your customers or let your peeps know that you might, like one of those automated emails, you might not hear from me for 2 or 3 days, right? But certainly in our personal relations, like expecting this instantaneous, affirmative, validating answer or message, yeah, there's something in that, you know. There's definitely something in our ability to really stay grounded and to not have such an attached, or rather an attachment to the outcome when it comes to people in our lives that we're relating to, especially if it's a new energy, right? Like a new energy of love or potential or dating or something. You're like, whoa, should I move forward with this person? I really don't know. I would say with the Two of Cups being upright, this is a good thing. But if there's some energy that's wanting to pull you away or take you away from maybe a child or a creative project, there's definitely a deliberation energy, I would say. Like, let yourself wait. That's not easy for Aries either. I get it. Aries wants to move now, as fast as possible, to be the first and to get it done. Not always the best at seeing things through, but starting things. I was saying that to a friend. I have loads of cardinal energy in my chart, and my friend was wanting to start, but also kind of keep going on her own personal project. And she's saying, oh, I just don't get that. I just don't have that like natural thing of, and I was like, let's swapsies. You know, I have it in spades. I'm up for getting things started. Aries and the cardinal signs, they're the initiators, they're the starters. Finishing things or completing things, not that I think that that's a thing either. As far as like, I don't, because I was just thinking like, yeah, the Aries, I don't necessarily see things through, but I'm like, you know, the things that weren't meant to see through, they haven't. Whereas truly, I think the things that we're destined for, the things we're meant to do, or the things we're meant to achieve, if it's really meant for us, it's just ours. Like, it's hence this like weird screen filled delusional, you know, projected reality where we have all of these expectations floating around a vortex. We have all of these, you know, I say it with the kindest of compassion, and I put myself in with everything I say about any of us is like, we're all in our own delusions, right? So the more we can be anchored in the present moment, discern the delusions that we're facing, like what's working for us, who's working for us, right? That's the Aries Libra axis stuff. Is what we want, obviously, is reciprocity. What we want and desire and probably yearn for is that connectivity, feeling seen and feeling heard. And Aries, I'm looking at this card just thinking, I would say you hold the key and you hold the power. But I also want to say that you're probably learning a little bit here about taking your time when it comes to making decisions in any area of life. This is, I mean, this is actually pretty, yeah, this is super balanced. There's some fire, there's some water, air, earth. So I'm like, you're initiating or being initiated into this sort of new cycle, or a cycle that you've probably been stepping onto, but now you're well into it, right? You're well into it as far as making more decisions for your growth. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm thinking this is all stuff you're manifesting. So with enough grounded clarity and or enough presence, enough, yeah, like presence, right? Presence is what kind of, to me, there's always the backdrop of silence. So to me, presence brings this like silence and it helps us see more clearly. So the Seven of Pentacles, this is all an aspect of your manifestations. This is just about you going slow enough to recognize it. So don't be pressured into making a decision, because your decisions matter. You're a conscious creator, right? And I want to say too, so these last two cards, these are energies of things that didn't work out in the past were meant to not work out, because they've helped you become a more clear creator, or simply more powerful, more patient. This is the Justice and the Upright. This is a balanced, this is like a balanced state of being. I also want to say though, it's justice. It's karmic reward as well. Ooh, that makes me feel quite excited for you, Aries. Karmic reward. Moving forward, some of you, I would say you're already in a partnership that might want to move forward, but did I say that at the beginning? I feel like that message came through at the beginning. Do I stay or do I go? I'm thinking you're in a situation fairly new. Ace of Wands, new start, new beginning. Two of Cups with a connection. Whether business, more than likely romantic though with the cup energy, but it could be business, project, that kind of stuff oriented. And like am I ready to move forward, get into calmer waters with this situation? You're not sure, you're holding space for yourself. I'm thinking you're making decisions or giving people your decisions. You're holding space a lot longer than you probably ever have. You're not rushed. No longer are you being rushed into things, right? Whether it's you rushing yourself or other people being like, come on, I need that answer. You're like, not even your own kid. If some of you might have a kid that, I just get a sense of it being maybe a bit challenged, but you're still just having to go, okay, let me get just a bit of clarity on that Page of Wands. And then there is a Chariot here, so I'm like, you're definitely moving forward this month, but I'm thinking there's just decisions. There's just gonna be some decisions you have to make to release what's not working and let yourself move toward more of what's working, right? You are manifesting again. Your Page of, yeah, actually, right before that came through, I'm thinking the Page of Wands for some of you could be a friend The Three of Cups, upright. The Page of Wands could be a friend, and I also feel like this maybe came up too. A child or a friend who's having a hard time, okay? They might be overdoing it on this celebration vibration. They might be partying too much. I also am feeling like just be mindful of that friend who maybe distracts you a bit. Like, let's go shopping, or just let's have like 5 cocktails. It's fine. There's no malevolence. This person isn't necessarily like toxic or anything, but it's like you're focusing on something, your manifestation, whatever it is that you're creating, and whenever they come in, they might zap the energies a bit. So I think there's a little bit of a boundary here around, okay, like, listen, you're doing that and I'm doing this and I want to do this. So if we're going to go do this together, let's make a plan. So there's a little bit of a boundary around this person's ability to like infiltrate your world. You're happy to kind of entertain them or have a good time with them, but you're tempering, or like just having to kind of not get too invested in their state of being. Yeah, because they're conflicted. Again, this is where it could be a child. It could be like a friend, a super tight friend that feels like family, right? So, I mean, no matter what, with the Justice, I'm like, Aries, everything is going to be fine. Like, everything's going to turn out, you're all good. But definitely this energy of waiting before making a decision. Waiting before making a decision is going to serve you. Don't feel rushed, whether you think you need to rush it, whether someone else is trying to rush you. No, thank you. I'm okay. I'm grounded. I'll make the decision when I'm ready. I'll make the decision when I want to, when I'm ready to move forward in this direction, because I've still just got to see what's lining up. Seven of Pentacles is like seeing what's sprouting in the garden before going to work on it, right? We're not going to go ahead and dig up our garden if there's a whole bunch of seedlings coming through. We want to see what manifestations are there so we know what we're working with. And then either take action or intent or whatever it is, right? For a lot of you, having a good time. Also a little bit of energy, just being aware. It's like that classic thing, going out with friends and you're all having a great time, but if there's alcohol involved, suddenly it turns. And before you know it, you're all in a fight. Do you guys know what I mean? That kind of energy, especially, again, usually with the drugs and alcohol, like, woo, yay! And then suddenly you fucking, like, it just turns into this, like, shadow chaos. So, yeah, I'm kind of getting that. That is probably why some of you were like, I'm good, actually. I'm hearing the name Miranda for some reason. I'm good, Miranda. Like, I don't think I need to go out this weekend, especially with the eclipses. I'm recording this March 22nd, so we're just about to hit the Libra eclipse and then followed it through with the Aries, right? So, headed into the early stages of April. It might be that you just want to maybe not go out so much. Just know, maybe your feels like, I've got decisions, I've got things to focus on, I've just got to focus on. So I'll see you, I'll skip going out with you all this weekend. I'll see you guys in a couple weekends. Like, you just might feel like resting more as well. Like, that just might be the legit truth. And this is gonna serve you. There's something, I swear to God, Aries, there's something here about you harnessing the power of patience. You have risen. Sort of like that. Like, you have truly risen yourself. Congratulations. Your ability to hold space is likely bringing in the kind of encounters, relationships, whatevs that are just super home oriented, right? The heart. Home is where the heart is. Six of Cups, there is somebody coming back around. I mean, it could be the Two of Cups energy. It's The 2 is growing. 3, good times, having a nice time, more of a commitment feeling I'm getting from the 6 of, for some reason, it's not a proposal card, but I get that feeling looking at it. One person is sort of leaning over, offering that cup to the other person. We like getting down on a knee and asking to be wed, right? So there's, I'm getting this real sense of groundedness, just yeah. Okay, so then for some of you also, this love, this connection, the growth of it, so like have a nice time, and then the way it accelerates could be quite fast, just saying. That's part of all this stuff. Yeah, definitely the speed with which this relationship could start to take off might catch you out. It might might kind of be a bit surprising. But I'm getting a lot of y'all are probably intuitives, right? Like you're sensing it. Maybe you dream. Because again, the 6 of Cups to me is like that person we meet. We're like, how do I know you? Whether we know them from this life or not, there's some sort of familial recognition or just recognition, but it's beyond the veil. The Moon card, right? It's in the dark. And in this one, she's got these like octopus tentacles, and then the octopus energy is often a very like, with all those tentacles, there's something about empathy and our ability to like, and I those of us again who work with energy, like it's legit. People have, we all have these sort of almost like tentacle like energies that can hook into each other, go around the back door. Hence manipulation. I remember being in Ibiza many years, not many, but about 7 or 8 years ago, and I was in a fairly like Bush heightened state. I think we were having like a retreat or, and the energies are pretty heightened. There's a lot of partying, right, in Ibiza. And I remember we were on the beach. We weren't there for partying purposes, but we were on the beach, and these 2 fellas came to talk. And I honestly, they were inviting us to a club or something like this, but I can remember almost feeling like this. I remember describing it to my friend like a serpentine energy, like a wiggling, some energies that were wiggling in there. And but yeah, we just sort of discern what that could be, and a lot of it is a sort of deceptive nature, or feeling that somebody's saying one thing and maybe looking one way, but the energetics are actually triggering something else. It's fascinating, really, to work with energy in the subtler realms. Divine guidance and love and clarity. There's another lover, another lovers, and the Empress as well. So let's just get a few more cards for the final layers of divine guidance and love and clarity. Well, no, yeah, actually, the Lovers, it was there. It did show up. So there's something here about, I guess, the progression that you're on. Stay the course, Aries. Stay the path, right? You're not far. You're really not far at all. And you have got good energies around you. You have got good people around you. But certainly with regards to probably a love situation, you're just going to want to really take your time. And then with a friend or a child who kind of feels a bit draining to you, I would just be a little bit mindful about going out with them or going out for a drink, because it looks like the drinking could, or the celebrating or whatever, could kind of quickly turn into a bit of a like raucous fight. It's all good. It's all going to end up justice upright. It's all going to end up coming through. I am getting a sense of karmic reward. And I'm also getting a sense of once things start moving, say getting in a relationship, meeting someone, and then once it starts moving pretty quickly. And this is definitely like, yeah, soulmate. But there's something kind of grounded and slow about it, which means this is probably somebody that you can build a life with, right? 2 more cards for the divine guide. And the partnership card comes up again. Healing. Ooh, some of you are probably, and this could be connected to the love relationship, or it could be connected to this idea of the partnership. The partnership here, yes, for a lot of us is love, but it's interconnected or intertwined just with your life. So partnerships are indicative, obviously, of the relationship we have with ourselves, and this is probably a new phase of having healthier, more upstanding, more cooperating, or more abundant relationships as well. Stay the course, Aries. You've probably been working on something that warrants you seeing it through. I just feel like this is like a bit of a push through, like just keep going energetically, collectively for a lot of us. But this is a push through to you finally getting that sense of release and being able to move and gallop towards what you're moving towards, which is what you're manifesting. As far as the totality of your life goes, there's more love coming in and a sense of justice. Maybe some of you have had to let go of stuff as well, and that's where this justice comes in. Like if some of you had to let go of a dream or had to let go of maybe a certain type of relationship, there's a reason. I know that sounds so cliche, right? It's like everything happens for a reason. Like, fuck you, bitch. I miss my partner, right? Like, we just have to move through those difficult times. But that's what the cards would say. The justice upright is sort of trumping things that let us down in the past, or things that we think didn't work out. They were never meant to work out. They were never really for us, right? That's the annoying bit. They were there to help us become more balanced individuals. Also, just looking at that pair too, I would say, and honestly, like by the looks of things, the things that have not worked out, we might have felt lots. We might have, thought we were really invested, but these cards are saying like, and actually like Empress and Knight, they're not actually like a great match anyway. That Empress is like way, way too powerful. So in a sense, the mismatching here disempowers both people. Yeah. So there's always a bittersweetness to some of these transformational energies, but I would say the things leaving, you've just got to let go of, basically. It's like, thanks for that. I'm listening to the Astro, and recently it feels like just being on autopilot. Every video is essentially like endings and beginnings, letting go and allowing the new. It's like, what else is there other than that? Continual expansion, contraction. What is life? Nobody knows. So, okay, happy birthday, Aries. Thank you all so much for being my internet friends. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe. To support the brand, you can check out the merchandise. You are more than welcome to book a private reading or to book a yoga or breathwork or EFT session with me. And you can check out the book and the online courses as well. So feel free to check out all that and support the brand in all of those many ways. And otherwise, just keep loving yourself and just keep showing up, my loves. Have a wonderful month of Aries. Yeah, have a great Aries season, Aries. Thank you for starting off our monthly readings. Wonderful to be here with you. I'll see you all next month for the month of May. And thanks for the like and the thumbs up for those of you who caught me live today. Have a wonderful month of April. Take care and peace.